Oh boy, it's time for another update. I did the other night did a video on the DCEU about what their schedule could be now. We know that Aquaman, Shazam, and Wonder Woman 2 are on schedule to come out, and then theorized about what could follow that. And I was reading an article where they suggested that the rumor is that The Flash would be the next film after Wonder Woman 2, and then Batgirl would be the film that was most likely to follow The Flash. So the first we heard of Batgirl was that it was going to be the project for Joss Whedon when he was going to come over from the Marvel movies and do DC movies, and he ended up doing the reshoots for Justice League. And again, another guy who doesn't really deserve the blame for what happened to Justice League. That falls on Warner Brothers in total, I believe. But nevertheless, that's dogging him. But, of course, you can't help but feel like there's quite the elephant in the room. His very nasty divorce and his wife striking out at him for being a bit of a hypocrite when he passes himself off as some sort of feminist icon, if you will, when he was basically fooling around with other women and all that sort of thing. And so she called him on it, and you can understand in her position being hurt and all that, but ultimately their marriage and the failure of it is between them, and the two of them are the wounded parties for what happened. It doesn't have anything to do with his skill and ability to show up and do the job. So does he deserve to be given the boot for that? No, he doesn't. Sure, here I am, a libertarian guy. I don't share his politics at all. I find him quite annoying when he goes off on that, as if anyone cares what he thinks. But I don't think it's a good thing to just enjoy watching him be destroyed by this type of thing, because now we have the Me Too and Time's Up movement, and the idea that it's just coincidental that he's going to get the boot from the Batgirl film with all this going on is really stretching credulity. So he's given the boot, and this falls into the other idea of this constant era of misandry, that only female directors and writers can do female characters. And so I'm wondering if they'll even bother to pursue the Batgirl project. I would say scrap it for now and focus on building up Batman, and then these derivative Bat characters could come out of that. But so I don't know. But the theory that only female directors can direct female characters is absurd. You can go back to the Terminator with Sarah Connor. You can go all the way back to 78 or 79, where Alien, where Ripley. And these were all men doing this. So the idea that you're shaking off the shackles of misogyny in today's world here in America, no, you're not. This is really like schoolyard boy versus girl type fights that go on, and it's ridiculous, but it's the era we live in. So I suspect that has more to do with him being given the boot, because the whole idea of a Batgirl film was because he was coming in. So it was all his. So, and I don't really buy the official stories that, hey, I tried to come up with a story and I just don't have one. No, not really buying that one. So let this be a lesson to those of you, you men on the left who call yourselves allies for the misandrist movement. You're only as good to them as you are. As soon as you're getting rid of you is worth more than keeping you around, you're gonna get the axe. So there you go. That's probably what happened here. However, it could all be about restructuring and trying to right the ship, if you will. But again, I don't hold him responsible for the failure of Justice League any more than I do Zack Snyder, for that matter. And even though there's a new captain of the ship, so hopefully that mistake won't be repeated by rushing films out when they're clearly not ready, that sort of thing. We'll see. But it's very hard to deny the politics of the day, which of course dominates a place like Los Angeles and Hollywood. So, yeah, I think we can pretty much figure out that's what happened here. So, is Batgirl still on schedule, or will it be Suicide Squad 2 or something like that? Again, we'll have to wait and see. So there you go. That's just tough, isn't it? All right. Thanks for listening and watching. Please like and subscribe, and check out the link descriptions below for my mini stores that has goodies for you, the purchase of which will go a long way in supporting videos like this, and of course my podcast on radiomisfits.com. And stay tuned for a little ad about my poor man's Mystery Science Theater treatment of old movies. Again, thanks for listening and watching. Say, friends, check out Nailsin Theater at sellfy.com/Nailsin. Yes, there you'll find my poor man Mystery Science Theater treatment of public domain movies that really deserve the treatment. Yes, you can head over there and check out the links to my trailers to such films on my YouTube channel. Yeah, you can preview them and then head over back to sellfy.com/Nailsin and purchase yourself some Mr. Nailsin treatments of movies. I'll be right there to guide you through it.